All right, man. Let's talk about the Goff to Jameson Williams connection real quick. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. So apparently, kind of been some talk about the connection between Goff and Jared and Jameson Williams. And like I said before, obviously you got to understand Goff played with other speedy receivers like Brandon Cooks, but you got to understand, dude, they ain't got enough time in together. So I don't really think it's no cause for concern. And then again, you think about it. Do you really expect in my opinion, do you really expect do we really expect Jameson Williams to be at his best right now physically? I don't. I don't expect the man to be at his best. Not right now. So I think no matter how fast you see him, no matter how fast, y'all see him running and all that type of stuff, he ain't even 100% recovered yet. He might be fresher than everybody out there, but he ain't even 100% recovered to go out there and do exactly what needs to be done. So once he get in the off season, work on his body and get full confidence and strengthen the muscles that need to be strengthened, get acclimated like any other rookie, the next season should be even better for him. You know, so then him and Jared Goff has some time to work, but then you probably be working with a more close to 100% Jameson Williams. So now instead of sending him on deep routes, I mean, I don't really think that the plan is probably going to be to send him on too many, over the middle quick screens and do some of those type of things with him. I don't think that's kind of really going to be the plan right now. You know what I'm saying? Put him over the middle and put him in harm's way and put him on a lot of breaking routes and where he could get injured. I think, they're using him as a deep threat, as a specialist going deep. And, with defenses pick up on that, yeah, of course they will. That's you expect it. You know what I'm saying? After a while, getting behind guys, he getting behind DJ Reed, a great corner in this league this year. Fantastic this year. He getting behind guys. Guess what? People start paying attention to him leaking behind guys like DJ Reed. Right? He leaking behind them. Guess what? Then they gonna start the queue on Jameson Williams, and that might open up some things for the backs underneath, for Brock Wright, for for DJ Shark, for Josh Reynolds, and those type of guys. And then I keep that unit together next year. If I have an opportunity to upgrade it significantly, obviously that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna upgrade it significantly, but keep that unit together, allow them to grow together, and do something special together. That way you have a lot of depth there. But yeah, I'm not concerned about the connection. I'm not concerned about that. I mean, got to understand, they ain't been able to throw together a lot. Now, if this was an issue with DJ Shark, him and Shark was doing tremendous things, connection wise. They was doing things tremendously. You seen throughout camp, you seen some things they was doing throughout camp. Um, you know, but then when it came to the season, Shark wasn't catching the ball, and I don't think Shark was healthy, but that connection gonna be a lot more greater once I think that connection gonna be a lot more. It's gonna be a lot more deadly once they get some time in the off season. Once Jameson get to heal, get to relax. I think it's gonna be a lot more deadlier, bro. In my opinion, I think that connection is gonna be a lot more deadlier. Just my opinion. Because then next year you probably put them on smokes, bubble screens, across the middle, in breaking, out breaking routes. You know what I'm saying? You're able to do more. You have more confidence in that leg and what he can do. You go across the middle, they going, instead of going high now, they going low to avoid penalties. And that's why, players are saying, well, I'd rather kind of just deal with the concussion than deal with the leg injury. So you got a guy who coming off a leg injury, you really want defenders going low at him. So the field will be 100% available to him the field will be 100% available to him next year. And him and Goff will figure it out. Goff has had speedy receivers like Brandon Cooks before. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jared Goff kind of say Cooks is more of a speed guy. And I think Jameson is more of a football player. I kind of see him kind of going at it with some Ohio State fans, kind of saying y'all didn't claim me when I was there. I'm an Alabama guy, and I kind of seen that, and I'm like, cool. Nobody likes Ohio State fans up here anyway, but weirdos. I knew somebody when I went to school with. He was an Ohio State fan. Weird. I said, the teams you go from Ohio, I can understand if he was from Ohio or something. The dude was just weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really root for them niggas out of all people, but man, it is what it is. You can't tell people who to root for and who not to root for. So, but yeah, that connection is definitely gonna heat up. That connection is definitely gonna heat up, but I think it's gonna take time, and I think you gotta put that work in, as a duel. How do you think Tom Brady, Gronkowski got so good, and Peyton and Marvin Harrison got so good, and Reggie Wayne and Edgerrin James and those guys got so good? He knew exactly, they knew exactly how they gonna think. So you think they could do, as many mental reps as possible with Jared Goff, but if you ain't walking through it and going through the motions, guess what? It ain't gonna matter. So, part of it is mental but also physical. Like, okay, you see him, play outside leverage. Guess what? You got this option route. You're gonna break in. So it's gonna take him. It's gonna take a minute for them to form that connection. It took a minute. Great example. It took a minute for him and St. Brown to form that connection. And it seemed that at some point it clicked for St. Brown. So that take time, and they had St. Brown was completely healthy. He was completely healthy. So, a lot of that gonna take time, bro. So in the offseason, they should be joined at the hip at some point and just going through different coverages and all that stuff. But hey, yeah, let me know what you girls and guys think. You got Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live with drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Peace.